Okay, so yesterday we practiced graphing slope-intercept form, so we're pretty much just going to spend 2 days on it. When you're graphing equations, okay, you have to have a starting point, and that starting point is the y-intercept. The slope tells you from the y-intercept which way to go, up, down, left, or right. Okay, so I have this little cheat sheet right here. If the numerator is positive, we're going to go up. If the numerator is negative, we're going to go down. If the denominator is positive, we're going to go right. And if the denominator is negative, we're going to go left. So if we look at number 1, okay, first you have to be able to tell what the y-intercept is. So the y-intercept here is -3. So that's where we're going to start. The y-intercept of -3 means below 0 at -3, so we put a dot. Okay, and then we look at the slope. Since the slope is 1/4, the numerator is positive, so we're going to go up. The denominator is positive also, so we're going to go right. So from my y-intercept of -3, we're going to go up 1, right 4 to plot the next point. So if you go up 1, right 4, you put a dot. Now, since I can't go up 1, right 4 anymore, then we have to go the opposite direction in the other side of it. So to go the opposite, we're going to go down 1, left 4. So down 1, left 4, and that way I can still have a straight line, but still go the same direction. So now I make my line, and there's my equation. Number 2, the y-intercept is +2. So we're going to start on the y-axis at +2. So there it is. Okay. The slope is -1. Now, since slope is rise over run, we want to make the slope a fraction. In order to make any number a fraction without changing its value, we're going to put it over 1. Okay. So my slope is -1 over 1. The -1 in the numerator means we're going to go down 1. The +1 in the denominator means we're going to go right 1. So we're going to go down 1, right 1, and plot a point from the +2. So down 1, right 1, plot a point. Down 1, right 1, plot a point. Down 1, right 1, plot a point. Down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1. And then to go the opposite direction, we're just going to switch them. We're going to go up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1. So then there's our complete line. Okay, so number 3 is pretty similar. My y-intercept is +1, so we're going to start at +1 on the y-axis. Since my slope is 1, remember this isn't 0. When x is by itself, it has a slope of 1. But since my slope is 1, we want to make it a fraction without changing the value, so we're going to put it over 1. Since my numerator is positive, we're going to go up. Since my denominator is positive, we're going to go right. So from +1, we're going to go up 1, right 1, plot a point. Up 1, right 1, plot a point, and then keep going. Up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. Since I ran out of room this direction, we're going to go the opposite direction. So I'm going to go down 1, left 1. Just switch the signs. Down 1, left 1, 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 down 1, left 1. So that way it stays in a straight line. And there's my path. Number 4 is special because it doesn't look like we have a y-intercept. When all you see is the slope, our y-intercept here that's blank is 0. So we're going to start our graph at the 0, which is the origin. Now my slope is -2/3. A lot of people get confused on this because they see this negative in the center of 2 and 3, and they're like, well, does it go with a 2 or does it go with a 3? The mistake people make is they try to put -2 over -3. But if you put -2 over -3, then that makes it positive, and it wasn't positive to begin with. So my tip to you is just put the negative with the numerator. Okay, so it's just going to be -2 over +3. Makes it simpler. Okay, so since my -2 is in the numerator, we're going to go down 2. And since my 3 is positive, we're going to go right 3. So from 0, we're going to go down 2, right 3. Down 2, right 3. In the opposite direction, we're just going to switch it. Up 2, left 3. Up 2, left 3. Up 2, left 3. Once I have my dots, I'm going to take my ruler and draw my line. So then it just becomes repetitive. So let's try number 5. My y-intercept is -3. So on the y-axis, we look for -3. My slope is negative 3, but I want to make it a fraction, so I'm going to put it over 1 because it doesn't change the value. Since my numerator is negative, we're going to go down 3. Since my denominator is positive, we're going to go right 1. So from negative 3, we're going to go down 3, right 1. And that's the only way I can go. So I have to go the opposite direction, so we're going to switch them. Up 3, left 1. Up 3, left 1. Up 3, left 1. Up 3, left 1. And then I can make my line by connecting using my ruler. Number 6, my y-intercept is negative 2. So we're going to start at the y-intercept of negative 2. Again, just like number 4, they see this negative 1/2 and they think, oh, it's negative 1 over negative 2. No, it can't be both. So I'm just going to put that negative with the numerator. So it's going to be negative 1 over positive 2. So that tells me if the negative 1 is in the numerator, we're going to go down 1. 2 is positive in the denominator, so we're going to go right 2. So from negative 2, we're going to go down 1, right 2. Down 1, right 2. Down 1, right 2. In the opposite direction, we're just going to switch it. So we're going to go up 1, left 2. Up 1, left 2. Up 1, left 2. Up 1, left 2. And then I draw my L. Now, number 7 and 8 are special cases. These really aren't 8th grade skills, but they're good to practice, at least to get you a little prepared for 9th grade. So when you see number 7, it just says y equals 4, okay? When it says y equals 4, that means it has a slope of 0, and that means it's going to be a horizontal line going side to side. So here's my trick. I know it's going to cross the y-axis at 4. So on the y-axis, positive 4 is right here. So I know it's going to cross that point. And it's going to be a horizontal line because it has a 0 slope. So it's just like this. So if that's the case for y equals 4, number 8, x equals negative 3. X equals negative 3 means it's going to have an undefined slope, which means it's going to be the opposite. It's going to be a vertical line. But also opposite because I know it's going to cross the x-axis at negative 3. Well, this is the x-axis and negative 3 is right here. But I know it's going to cross that negative 3 and it's going to be undefined. So it's a vertical line going up and down, just like that. So let's just practice a few more. Number 9, my y-intercept is negative 4. So on the y-axis, negative 4 is right here. My slope is 4/3, so nothing special about it. Since 4 is positive, we're going to go up. Since 3 is positive, we're going to go right, since it's in the denominator. So from negative 4, we're going to go up 4, right 3. Then go up 4, right 3. Oops. Now in the opposite direction, I can't go down 4, left 3 because I'm off the graph. So I'm done with that one, and I just draw my line. Number 10, my y-intercept is negative 2, so I'm going to start my y-axis at negative 2. My slope is positive 3, but I need to make it a fraction, so I'm going to put it over 1 because it doesn't change the value. Since 3 is positive on the numerator, we're going to go up. And since 1 is positive in the denominator, we're going to go to the right. So from negative 2, we're going to go up 3, right 1. Up 3, right 1. In the opposite direction, we're going to go down 3, left 1. And so there's my line. Number 11, my y-intercept is positive 3 this time, so we're going to go on the y-axis at positive 3. My slope is 4, so just like number 10, we're going to make it a fraction by putting it over 1. And since 4 is positive in the numerator, we're going to go up 4. And since 1 is positive in the denominator, we're going to go right 1. So I can't go up 4, right 1 on here because it's off the page. So I have to be able to go the opposite direction. I'm going to go down 4, left 1. Down 4, left 1. And there's my line. Last but not least, number 12. My y-intercept is positive 5, so we look for 5 on the y-axis. My slope is 6/5, which means we're going to go up 6, right 5. Now there is no way I can go up 6, right 5 from positive 5. So we have to change it up and go down 6, left 5. So down 6, left 5. And that is the only dot I can put on this graph because it's the only one that fits. So we're just going to have 2 dots on that one. So that's what rulers come in handy.